Hey y'all, what's up? JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, I just want to go ahead and give y'all a quick review on growing up hip hop. Girl, no, I did not delete everything I just had over here, honey. Okay, let me see, girl. I might have to just do it from my phone. Okay, let me see. Cause I'm like, girl, why is this thing? Oh, there we go. I was gonna. Oh, so girl, no, I didn't just delete all of what I just said. All right. First of all, this was an interesting episode. I think it was much better than last week's episode. I feel like we got some things to talk about. But real quick about last week's episode, what I do remember was TT and Egypt getting back on one accord. So much so that TT went to go sit down with Pep. Then she drove all the way out there in Las Vegas, Nevada, way far out there, girl. Got a chance to have a sit down with her cousin Egypt. It was very awkward. Okay, it seemed like TT really didn't want to be there, but it was also giving she need the coin for the show. So let me just go ahead and ride out here anyway. So that's what she did. Also, yeah, TT just not really feeling that girl. Yeah, it is also giving force at the same time. Like, I don't think TT is in a position to move forward. I don't think that's something she's ready to do. I don't necessarily blame her at the same time if she's not ready to move on. When TT came into the house, it did kind of remind me of the old TT where it seemed like, to me, Egypt can never do anything right. So TT kind of nitpicked at a lot of things. So I did notice that dynamic, but at the same time, some things I was kind of here with TT on, just like a little bit, But ultimately, I'm like, this is kind of the dynamic that I noticed in the very beginning, when y'all would be together, and it was a bit irritating. But girl, Egypt, you don't be making good decisions though. So I guess if your mom ain't gonna give you the advice, somebody got to give it to you. But anyway, girl, let's keep going. All right, now let's just fast forward because I can't remember a whole lot of nothing that happened in the previous episode. Okay, what's her name? Sequoia. Sequoia is into Twist, but Twist ain't necessarily into her because he wants to go back to his non-black thing. Okay, he wants to go back to that woman, be with her. If he were to ever move forward with Sequoia, it will only be to have sex with her. And that's it. He doesn't want anything more. It's just the smash and pass. And Sequoia made sure she let you know this is what I'm on. Look at these big, beautiful breasts that I got. Okay. Look at this tight outfit I got on. Like, I can offer you that. And then once you offer him that, what else is left? Okay. So hopefully she read the room and understood that this boy is just not, he not that into you. For real, for real. I think there is an attraction there, but I don't think it should be nothing that she should try and make any movement with. Let me see what else happened because I have my notes from last week, even though I did not talk about it. What else happened? Was there anything? No, I think that was it. Twist trying to go to church, but he won't do right. You know what I'm saying, by Maya. He trying to go to church because he want Maya back. I don't necessarily see Twist doing right by her. I can see him trying, but I don't think that's in him yet. I think Twist has a lot of things he needs to work through on his own before he gets her back. So hopefully he doesn't get her back sooner than what he's supposed to. Aaliyah, yes, glad I talked about. Aaliyah is getting tired of Eric and his SHI. Y'all know Eric be out at all times of the night doing what he want to do down there to the casino. Well, my girl Aaliyah is getting tired of it. Okay, so much so that once he got back to the house, ma'am, he left his key and she did not open that door and let him in. He had to stay outside, and I was so here with Aaliyah on that. If you gonna stay out all night, then you're not gonna make your way in here. The only way you're gonna make your way into my house is if you're gonna get these kids ready for school the next morning. Huh? What was it? Well, okay, well then you can stay out there. Okay, yeah, So I was definitely here for her on that. Layzie Bone, he was at, I believe, a session or a I forgot what they call it when people get on the mic and they practice or whatever. But anywho, he was somewhere and he ended up getting a call from his brother learning that his mom had passed, and that was just really sad. It sounded like it was so abrupt, nothing that they were prepared for. He said the upcoming or in the current episode, the new one, he said that his mom was hanging out with his brother. So she was having her a great time. So something obviously happened that led to her, abrupt passing. Let's see what else we had that was going on. I think that was pretty much it. I think that was I think that was it from the previous episode. So now let's go ahead and talk about what's going on now. So Jojo. Jojo talks with his mom about Tanisha's dad, Buck. Okay. He's talking about how he feels like her dad doesn't necessarily like him. And it's just some friction there, right? So his mom says that she thinks it's a daddy thing. And that the daddy's trying to make sure his daughter is okay. Now, I don't know if there's more to the story, and we aren't seeing that part of JoJo's life where he may be controlling when it comes to Denise, or he's not there to pay the bills or whatever. I'm not sure what's happening there. Now, I will say when he and the dad got into it, and we'll get there, it definitely had some questions go up in my head like, girl, what? But I will say the mama kind of disappointed me because I was like, girl, why are you not listening to your son? Why are you not allowing him to talk? I hate that so much. It's like you're so busy trying to get out your mouth, your analyzation or whatever you want to call it of the situation, like your description of the situation. You're so busy trying to get that out your mouth instead of listening to what it is he's saying to you. Meanwhile, you have JoJo in the confessional talking about how his mom is so great with giving advice and notifying you of this and notifying you of that. And I'm just like, no, she's not. She's not even listening to you. When you're trying to express what you believe the issues are, she's denouncing that and immediately going to something else that she think is what it is, and it's not. You know, what else? That's what bothered me the most about his mom. And when he would tell her, like, hey, I don't think it's that, I don't think it's that, I don't think it's this, she still would kind of deny his thoughts on what it is that he's saying. And I feel like she did that on camera to try to keep the peace within the family. And it's like, it's not going to happen if her daddy is not seeing the errors of his own ways and trying to progress. Because clearly JoJo is trying to progress. His mama says, oh, well, at least he's meeting you halfway and having a conversation. And JoJo's like, halfway, I'm going to him. I'm trying to have the conversation. She's like, well, he's open to it. If he told you this, he's open to it. And it's like, you're not listening to your child. Okay. He a grown man, but you're not listening to this man. Okay. The daddy is making no effort. JoJo is going the extra mile for this man, and the man still won't like him over some stuff that honestly I feel ain't even JoJo's fault, ain't got nothing to do with JoJo. Okay, but he needs somebody to blame it on, and why not beef with a Simmons? Like, cut it out. Sam in Egypt, they're getting married again. They've already gotten married. They did not have the wedding. It was on delay. I feel like they didn't have a coin, and that's okay. Girl, because these weddings be hella expensive. All right, so they wait, go ahead and have the wedding. And I feel like that's a common thing. Honestly, I hear a lot of people say that they've, well, because I'm engaged, girl, I be over here looking to scroll or whatever. A lot of people have already gotten married and then they delayed the wedding. Actually, one of my close friends did that. But anyway, girl, it is what it is. Okay. Not that they, get married and then delay. Yeah, not delay the marriage. They get married, then they delay the wedding or whatever. I hope I said that right. But anywho, that's what's going on with Sam in Egypt. Okay. She says that she wants to invite TT and Sean now that she and TT are getting to a better place. And Sam is over there talking SHI about Sean. And I'm just over here like, Sam, are you okay? He's doing, see, Sam, this is where we cannot stand you, honey. Okay? Even if we want you to do better. All right? Even if we want you to do better, honey, you just not giving it to us, girl. It frustrates me so, because it's like it's not clicking, Sammy. It's not clicking for you. You're not understanding. If you see that your cousin is starting to get on a better accord with her cousin TT and they're progressing forward, why would you disrespect Sean, say something slick, and then go in the confessional and feel away about the fact that he wasn't Team Sam? Then talk about how if Sean was getting beat up, I'll hop out of the car, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to help him fight. Then I'm going to hit him and get back in the car. At what point are you going to realize that you still have charges? At what point do you think the DA won't pull this information out to try and use it against you to get you locked up even more? Why are you stupid? And then at what point are you going to realize that the same thing you're talking about doing is the exact thing that you did the last time and only had a weapon at that, which resulted in your being in the situation that you're in now? Yet you want people to give you all this grace. You want people to be all understanding and all of that. And you're trying to grow. And I ain't no, like, this is the stupid we be talking about. Okay. You're saying dumb stuff, especially a man that already got kids and about to have more kids. Like those same people you going off about Sam, redirecting your energy to Sam. I'm sorry, to Sean versus TT. These may be the very people that Egypt is gonna need support from. Should you get your locked up? Girl, like Sam. Lost cause, honey. Yeah, it's giving lost cause. Let's keep going. As they plan this wedding, okay, Tretch doesn't seem to be convinced with Sam actually getting a job or doing anything with himself. Okay, he's not over that. He's still upset about it, and I can't say that he should not be upset about it. I feel like he should be moving aggressively. I think it's awesome that he has the food truck. Go out there, do your thing. In all honesty, if you're not gonna go out there and get a job, you need to have that food truck out there from 8 to 8. If you ask me, I hate to say it, baby. Sometimes if you're an entrepreneur, you have to put in them long days. So if it's given 12 hours a day, it's given 12 hours a day. You need to be out there from 8 to noon. Now, I mean, girl, everybody ain't trying to have no icy cone in the morning, but you need to figure it out. You need to be out there prepping or something. You need to sell some other kind of cones in the morning for breakfast, but get it together. So Tretch goes to talk to I believe it was his son, Tyran. And he pretty much talked about, I kind of got from the conversation that he doesn't trust Sam. He's over there looking at the situation like, well, what the hell? Like, did you seek out my daughter because of who her parents were? And you felt like you were going to get you a bit of clout off of that. And you knew that you was always going to be straight because if those are her parents, they're going to take care of her. And that means that you're included in that. Like, which one is it? You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, what was really going on with that, honey? Huh? Are you okay? What's going on with that? Is that what you were doing? Did you seek out Egypt to get some type of clout off of her? And although I feel like that's a strong possibility, I do believe that's a strong possibility. But Tretch, I also think that you need to hold your daughter accountable from stuff and stop thinking that because she has a soft voice or she's a very sensitive person or whatever, that she's not out here doing bullshit herself. Because a lot of things that she has received is that she wanted. She wanted Sam's raggedy. Okay, she wanted to be married to Sam's raggedy. Okay, even when I think Sam didn't really want to go that route, he wanted to wait. She still wants to, I'm going to be here for you forever. He's like, I want you to go on and live your life. No, I'm sticking beside you. That's what she wanted. Her getting pregnant, I feel like that's more of what she wanted. Okay, and Sam just be like, okay, cool, yeah, we could do that. Now, granted, I do feel like he be problematic when it comes to her often, when it comes to like her career and stuff. Like the goal is for her to be successful, but he tries to attach himself to that. I get that, but at the same time, ain't nobody finna convince me that Egypt doesn't do a lot of this herself as well, and Sam goes along. So I feel like they really not good for each other, but yeah, I don't think it's all on Sam for me. Y'all can put it 100% there, girl. I'm giving 50-50 on both of their ass, if you ask me. All right. Now, we go to Layzie Bone, and of course, he lost his mom, so he's battling with that, not really knowing how to deal with his emotions because it happened so suddenly and he wasn't expecting it. So I think it's going to take a time. I think it's going to take a lot of time for him to get to that place, but Sequoia does go over there to check on him. I thought that was nice of her, but when she went over there to check on him about his mom, I said, I hope she realized how dumb and petty she sounded when it came down to what her mama was doing and who her mama was dating. Okay? And he ended up talking to her about that and saying how, that really bothered him that she and her mom were not on one accord. So that's something that they are going to work on getting back, on one accord. And they did. They did have the conversation. They moved on. They agreed to let bygones be bygones at this time, and they're going to be good moving forward, okay? Now, let's get to what we all really want to talk about, which is Jojo and Tanisha's daddy. Now, I don't know how long Jojo was in there, but as soon as Jojo walked in there, all I hear was arguing. Girl, I kept having to rewind it. Like, did I miss something? Like, what the hell? Like, all I saw y'all show was the location, and then they arguing. It was so weird. Jojo could barely get in there before they were arguing. So the dad says that he wants respect. I want respect. It's about respect, basically, in so many words. He wants respect, but you're not giving respect. You want somebody to respect you, but you ain't giving nobody nothing. Are you okay? That's not how that goes. I don't give a fuck if you are older than me. I don't give a damn if you are a senior, okay, an elder or whatever you want to consider yourself. But let me tell you something. You be disrespectful to me, I'm gonna get disrespectful as with you. Okay, girl. This is not back in the day. This is today. Understand, don't give a damn who you is, girl. You will get it. All right. So if you're gonna be disrespectful to him, I feel like he could be disrespectful back. Let's keep going. So the dad is mad, is what it seems like, because he didn't get a chance to walk his daughter down the aisle or something like that. But the daughter didn't want him to walk him. The daughter did not want him to walk her down the aisle. She didn't want that. He's upset with Jojo because he felt like Jojo should have stepped in and had the conversation and made sure things went how it was supposed to go. I don't know. Also, Jojo said that he heard a lot of people complaining, saying that Buck showed his ass at the wedding. He showed his ass at the wedding or whatever. Now, I don't know if he showed his butt and then Denise made the decision for him to not walk her down the aisle, or if she said she never wanted him to walk her down the aisle and then he showed his butt. I'm not sure which one it was, but overall he showed his butt. And at the end of the day, I do feel like you're upset with Jojo for a decision your daughter chose to make. Whether it was before or during the wedding, Denise made the decision to not have you walk down the aisle. And it's sad that you, as her dad, is expecting her husband to control her. Is that how you handle your women? That's not him. Y'all two different people. Stop that. You want this man to control your daughter because that's what it sounds like. You in charge. You in charge. You supposed to get that together. You supposed to. No, he's not. He's supposed to have a conversation with his wife, understand where she's coming from, help her figure out a solution if that's what she wants, and then move from that place. But if he honored his wife's feelings, I see nothing wrong with that. And if her feelings was that she does not feel comfortable and she does not want her dad to walk her down the aisle, then that is her damn decision. That ain't on Jojo. So anywho, Jojo said, so basically what it is that you mad because the daddy was mad at how everything went down. So I wonder if he was escorted out of the wedding or what happened, because obviously cameras were there. We never knew. They never showed us that. You know what I'm saying? But we did see the wedding, but we never saw any of the commotion. So I don't know. But I agree with Jojo when he was like, listen, you mad at a bunch of NIGGAs that ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay. Your anger is clearly misdirected. You just want to have an issue with me. I don't know why. All right. So that's what Jojo talked about. And of course, the daddy kept talking about control. You're supposed to be in control of this or whatever. Not making sense. So then the daddy started to air out Jojo, talking about all the stuff that he's done for them, okay? Talking about how Jojo and them wasn't able to pay their bills. And when they weren't able to pay their bills, he says that he took care of it. And Jojo said, no, that's a lie. You didn't take care of it. What you took care of was the baby shower. Sounds like that's what Jojo said. So then her dad says that he had to move, she had to move back in with her mama in Pennsylvania. And when she couldn't pay her bills, he was paying it. Jojo said, nah, you ain't never paid none of my bills. He says, I can show you a record on all the bills I paid. You ain't never paid none of my bills. And as a matter of fact, from what I kept rewinding and I heard, Jojo says that wasn't his house. He had moved out by that time. So whatever bills he was paying were the bills for his daughter. But that does make me question, what kind of conversation did y'all have, Jojo, that you moved out? Like, was this before your daughter or was this after your daughter when you moved out and left this woman to have to take care of them bills by herself? Only for her dad to have to take care of it. Now, Jojo, I am going to say I'm looking at you sideways about this situation. And I will hope that she did not have your child at that time when you did that. Because if so, it does make sense as to why Tanisha was so hesitant on having another child with you, because of everything that y'all was really going through. But y'all weren't bringing it to the forefront. Y'all just made it seem like it was just minor issues and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But something deeper was really going on. Interesting. All right. But let's keep going. So then Jojo says that the dad was paying Tanisha rent. We talked about that. They pretty much go back and forth. Okay, Jojo, like, I can show you a whole list. You ain't never paid my bills. I've taken care of this for Tanisha. I've done that. I do all this and that. And the dad is like, you lying. Now, girl, I ain't gonna lie. When a person be like, when they look at you like when a person do a certain head movement and shift their body, for me, it be making me believe that person. I'm not gonna lie, girl, because it's like, girl, only a person that know you lie is gonna react like that. So I'm like, Jojo, I don't know now. I don't know. Now, the daddy could be telling some truth on you, for real, the way that y'all sat up there and kind of hid some of y'all storyline, making it seem like y'all just had basic, small communication issues, knowing the situation was likely bigger because you, quote unquote, moved out. Okay, that's what it sounded like. But when the daddy shift his position and looked like, I know this, boy, you lying. When he did, I was like, baby, I don't know, because Jojo, you give that you could lie with a straight face, baby. The way you sat up there and act like you was applying for that house, honey, knowing that you wasn't gonna get approved for it anyway, girl. Okay. and then want to sit up there and fake in our face and say, I'm glad we didn't get approved. I can't believe that you was over there excited. Well, what really happened was, somebody else came in and bid it more. Girl, bye. Making it seem like y'all was actually in the runnings. You weren't, okay? So the fact that you would sit up here and play in our face about that definitely got me wondering, was the daddy telling some piece of the truth? I don't know. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below, okay? But either way it go, Dad was done talking to JoJo like, you can get the out. I'm done. I'm done. They're done. They're done. They're done. Come on, Nene. They're done. They're done. Okay. He was like, I'm done. I don't want to talk to you no more. You can go ahead and head out. Right. Well, JoJo was like, I want to listen to some music. Like, I'm here. I'm listening to some music. Like, I'm listening to some music. So he's trying to laugh and play it off with the dude that's in front of him, like one of his homeboys. But the daddy wasn't playing with his. The daddy got up, got that ice, and threw it at him. Now, daddy, you was wrong for throwing that ice at that man. You was. However, because you could have handled that a different way. But at the same time, I do feel like JoJo was kind of getting to a place of like, and what you finna like type thing. And it was like he told you to get out on more than one occasion, and you didn't get out. So you got what you got. So I am a bit torn because I know the daddy could have handled it a certain way. But honestly, I'm like, he told you to get the hell out and you didn't. So yikes. At least it was ice and not his hands. Okay, so now he's going to have to answer to that when it comes to his daughter. And now the relationship has been pushed 20 steps back. And I don't see them ever making amends at this point, okay? Because he done sat up here and embarrassed JoJo down to the TV screen. All right. But anywho, I just wanted to bring y'all a quick review on growing up hip hop. Go ahead and hop down in the comments and let me know what you thought about the episode. I'm Jamie, that's me. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff, okay? I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.